And so now on to a call to boldness. I was providing opening comments to a family welcome session at an institution a few years back. The auditorium was filled with over 1,000 eager and anxious students and parents as the students were beginning to set forth on their college career. I came to the point in my talk where I was to describe their career choice and that it would be a meaningful and deep opportunity to invest in, whoops. Wow, that was close. There it is. So I talk with my hands, right? And you're going to miss out on half the story because I'm only going to be able to use this hand. And Governor Hunt, I won't ask you to come and hold the page. I won't ask you. So let me say that I was getting ready to describe their career choice and that their life's work would have deep and meaningful purpose. I was ready to say that their experience may be more than just a career, but rather it may be a calling. When in the crowd, someone's phone rang, right? It was something obnoxious. I think it was Sweet Home Alabama. It just kept going on and on. It was one of those bless your heart moments when you know the person was struggling to turn it off. And what did I do? I just sat quietly. I wasn't bothered because I felt like I had just won the lottery. At this moment where I was to describe calling, I had that opportunity. I waited. The phone was finally silenced. And I said with clarity that the students at that institution may experience a calling and potentially an unexpected calling to a life of meaningful work. True story. And I ended up giving $5, I think, to that parents after it was over to pay for their services. Just kidding. To me, the concept of calling and boldness are intimately linked together. There's something interesting about a calling. It's seldom easy. You engage a calling with passion and energy. You pour yourself into it. And to me, that in itself sounds bold. From the view up here today, and I wish you could all see it, this is a pretty good gig. I guess you can say that I'm feeling the love. But truly, work in higher education is daunting. There are tremendous challenges facing post-secondary education today. Affordability, retention, outcome assessment, competitive admissions, mental health support, job placement pressures, and academic readiness. You might wonder what kind of a person would willingly wade into uncertain waters and why. I guess that we all in higher education ask that question at some point. But for me and for my colleagues here at Barton College, we do what we do because we love what happens when a college student is transformed. It's that moment in a student experience when they understand the elation and they feel that they've moved forward through learning and self-discovery. This is the purpose that we have here at Barton College, and it's powerful because through it, lives are changed. And it's through this purpose that we at Barton answer some of those challenging questions in higher education. To this community, our calling means that we aim to be part of the solution, to stare down the challenges of anxiety and risk, and to boldly proclaim our purpose to serve students and to create those transformative environments that I'm talking about. To do so with a strong vision and will, but also to do it with compassion, with love, with persistence and partnership, and the engagement of an entire community that's committed to helping students and to moving forward student learning. That's the Barton College that I have come to know over the past 8 months. Barton, with its heritage as Atlantic Christian College, is the oldest private four-year college in eastern North Carolina, and we are uniquely positioned to fulfill our purpose of offering an outstanding Christian liberal arts education to our students in this region and beyond. Being a Christian liberal arts institution means that our roots run deep into these values. It means that our practices grow out of these core influences. Let me tell you what being a Christian liberal arts institution means to me and what I believe that it looks like for Barton College. It means that we care about one another. It means that we are values-based in our approach to people and to problems. It means that we serve and that we seek to help students identify their talents so that they can lead lives of civic engagement, and then they can contribute significantly to their communities, to their churches, and to their families. It means that we value learning for the sake of learning, and that critical thinking, it's not a byproduct, it's an imperative. It means that we are mindful of our mission of educating students, and we do it in a context where they graduate with more than just a degree. They graduate with a dedication to lifelong learning and a drive to be disciples of God's grace. Our namesake, Barton Stone, set this example for us. Stone had a commitment to Christ, but also to education, to inclusion, and what we call radical hospitality. For example, as early as 1800, Stone presented the church with a resolution stating that slavery was a moral evil. He went as far to say that if you were going to be a member of the church, that you no longer could practice slavery. And for 1800, that was pretty bold. To be named for Barton Stone is to commit ourselves to the work of protecting conscience, to governing ourselves with integrity and unity. It demands a mantle of educated compassion and an awareness of the challenges we face. So, answering a call to serve in this environment means that we systematically address some of those problems plaguing higher education, and we do so audaciously, with great enthusiasm and with an emphasis on the outcome of supporting our students. Joshua 1:9 calls us to be bold, to be strong and courageous. And so today we talk about being bold for Barton. We've inherited a beautiful campus, a solid academic program, a wonderful and accomplished faculty, and a history for which to be proud. And here we stand for such a time as this, and together we boldly commit to the next steps. And we have a roadmap. Today I am pleased to announce BartonBold, the college's strategic plan that will take us through the year 2020. This plan is the work of our entire college community and has taken place over the past 8 months. It's been one of the most inclusive and impassioned processes for which I have been affiliated. And I am proud of the collective investment and the ownership of the community in which we work. It truly represents a bold spirit and a positive energy that permeates the Barton College community. So BartonBold, the strategic plan, we're sharing it with others. Today it's being emailed to all of our college and friends and alumni, and it'll be available online. No need to Google it now. I'll provide you with a brief executive summary. The plan is substantial. Take a few moments when you do look at it. It'll take some time to read. There are 5 critical themes that come from Barton's strengths. And these counter some of the challenges that we face in higher education, and they will be our guide in the days ahead. Number 1, Barton is fully committed to academic excellence and student learning. Through new and innovative programs, we will meet the needs of our region and our community. We will focus on experiential learning, which includes things such as undergraduate research, study abroad, internships, and service learning. I'm pleased to say that this particular theme is championed by our faculty. Faculty at Barton is our number 1 asset. They are experts, they are engaged, and most importantly, they understand our students and what it takes to increase student learning. Faculty, I'm very proud to work with you as a colleague, and I appreciate all that you do to commit to helping student learning advance at Barton College. So to support academic excellence and student learning, among other things, we will establish a physical presence for the Center of Excellence and Teaching and Learning. We'll enhance our classroom space. We'll increase faculty development. We'll add 1 new master's program and 1 new undergraduate program each year for the next 3 years. The plan is ambitious, but with our colleagues, we aim to move forward and to move forward boldly. Number 2, we aim to have a vibrant campus community. It is a high priority. We'll develop a consistent philosophy of student development and how it will be supported by high-impact learning initiatives and an intentional out-of-class experience. What takes place in class and out of class must work hand in hand. This approach will focus on what we call an emotionally intelligent design. So what does that mean and why? Research suggests that 80% of success comes from focusing on skills related to emotional intelligence. That's problem solving, resilience and grit, personal responsibility, critical thinking, understanding and responding to the connectedness between work and relationships. And as an institution, we'll commit to this approach. Personally, if I know that there's something that will help advance student learning at 80%, we certainly will do it at Barton College, and will help our students learn and hone these skills in the days ahead. Also, within the campus community, we will develop stronger ties with the Christian church, disciples of Christ. The purpose for this is to emphasize that spirituality at Barton is a priority. Spiritual grounding today, especially within the world that we live, is essential. We must understand our heart and soul as much as our head. And part of educating the whole student is doing it in the context here at Barton, is helping the students to understand their values, to help young men and women to take those values and to exercise them within their work, and then to live out those values in their lives every day. We will make this a priority moving forward. Number 3, we'll have a financial focus and an emphasis on affordability. 98% of our students receive some type of aid. Over 60% of our students are Pell eligible. We aim to make college affordable. We'll do this in many ways. We'll explore cohort pricing and revisions to the standard tuition increase model. We want to make sure that all of our majors can be completed in 4 years. We also want to reduce the burden on upper-class students by providing scholarships as they transfer from their sophomore to junior and into their senior year. This objective dovetails with an additional theme which involves increasing our alumni participation and our alumni giving. We have very generous alumni at Barton College. I suspect many of whom are here today. But we must also grow those ranks and make new partners. Through this plan, we aim to double alumni participation and giving during the course of the life of this strategic plan. Number 4, we have a beautiful campus, don't we? Look around. We're going to make it better. Barton has and will initiate the next phase in campus design and development. We'll continue to renovate the residence halls, but imagine with me, if you will, a stadium on the other side of East Campus Apartments to address many of our needs for our athletic teams. Consider a potential an academic complex on this side. And then somewhere right here, you may need to move your chairs because there could be a new and vibrant campus center to help meet the needs of our students. Barton will continue to enhance other parts of our infrastructure to include technology. Face-to-face learning will be the core and is the core and will continue to be the core of what we do. But we also will recognize that expanding our digital footprint is an imperative for the future. We do live in Wilson, North Carolina. This is the Gigabyte City. We will leverage the Innovate North Carolina Economic Development Initiative, and we will enhance technology. We'll remain high touch, but we'll also be high tech. Number 5, we will grow. According to research, the number of high school graduates in most sectors of the country will be decreasing over the next 10 years. But in certain areas, those areas in which we have access, there's a capacity to grow. And Barton College will commit to the students of our region, the students of Eastern North Carolina. And we aim to grow 20% within the next 3 years. So there are the 5 themes. They are ambitious, and they're bold. Woven throughout the entire plan is a sense to the call of boldness. It's exciting for this campus and for this community. But please know that Barton will continue to be the same institution that it has for years. But also know that there's room to be more of who and what we are. So we'll expand our reach, and in doing so, we will multiply our impact. There's much work to do, but as I look out over our assembly today, I recognize that accomplishing the ideas behind BartonBold, it's not just for the individuals who drive through our gates every day, our fine faculty, staff, and students, but rather BartonBold is a shared calling, one in which everyone here can participate. Boldness causes us to be present in the moment, but it also causes us to look forward to the future and to be driven by the conviction of the possible. I hope that you feel that conviction and that passion within our environment today. Friends, I believe in Christian higher education. I believe in small colleges. I believe in the liberal arts and sciences, and I believe in Wilson, North Carolina. And over the course of the past 8 months, I have come to know and believe in and care for the faculty, staff, and the students here at Barton College. And together with them, we believe in the mission of this institution and its bold future. And we invite you to join us as we move forward. Thank you for being here today and for being a partner in the success of this institution. Thank you.